Here we go.
And we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going.
Both players find themselves in the neutral. Will they approach an unarmed? No. Wilson waits for the weapon spawn and finds the spear, immediately handing the neutral light into Doppey's face.
Here. Doppey eating the D-Sig.
And Doppey just taking a lot of damage from Wilson's punishes right now. There's the D-light.
Weapon goes for the dive kick and pretty much loses most of his stock.
Yeah, Doppey taking a lot of damage right now. Has yet to find any attacks on the Wilson. Wilson with incredible patience, just waiting on the other side of his
He's
mind.
got those claws out.
He's got
the claws. He threw his bow. He's ready.
Doppey's saying, alright, I have found my weapons. The wooden sword was not enough. I am ready to fight you. And both players start sparring off with these guitars. Wilson goes in with a side sig, but Doppey finding some down airs. He's starting to rack up the damage himself. Ooh, goes for that.
Doppey's dare is probably the most impressive thing I've seen.
Yeah, but when he dares into a neutral signature from straight to the point Wilson's Queen Eye, it doesn't look nearly as impressive.
Style, you know?
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
Just for style.
Style points but loses the stock. Doppey finds the sword, tosses it aside, and wants something to do with it. Wilson holding onto the guitars. Goes for that downer, but gets punished by Doppey's weapon toss. Wilson goes
Wilson going for that side sig punish, doesn't quite work out, and Doppey is getting some more pressure on. But he does find another end sig. Doppey, you need to change something. These end sigs, they're too strong.
Indeed. Doppey trying to go in right now with a downer, tries to go for the reverse, doesn't connect. Wilson just completely taking control of the center stage of Mammoth Fortress. Doppey tosses aside his guitars, but he gets hit by a side sig. And the side signature launches Doppey off in the orange. Wilson not even in a hard red yet, and he's got a 2-stock advantage over Doppey. Doppey tosses the mine onto the floor.
Please jump onto the mine for style points, please. Alright, that works too.
That also does work. Doppey at an impasse. Doesn't quite want to approach.
He's approaching, but ever so cautiously. He's ready to pick. He picks up the bomb. He's got it in his hands. Oh, the spacing, incredible. This is next level tech, and he hits them both.
I can't actually. Alright, both players deciding to get hit by the bomb. Starting to fight once again.
Hits him with another D-Sig, and takes him off the side of the stage.
Doppey managing not to get 3-stocked, holds on the guitars, ready to fight him again. Wilson tries to throw the mine into him, but Doppey willing to fight him with the guitars. There's the Wilson neutral sig once again, making these neutral sigs look like his side sigs against other players, just taking advantage of the fact that Doppey likes to approach from the air and punishing him. Doppey tosses the bomb, doesn't connect, and he finds himself unarmed once again. Wilson holding onto the guitars, tosses them aside. Doppey finds himself unarmed, playing incredibly slowly from what we're used to seeing from Doppey. Doppey holding onto the spike ball, hits Wilson with it twice, and finds the guitars once again. He's starting to rack up a decent amount of damage against Wilson's Queen Eye.
But he goes for that signature, and he gets hit with a downlight side air. He gets a weapon drop. Wilson not gonna go for that ground pound.
Ooh. Queen Eye going in with the spear. Tries to get recovery, doesn't quite work. Doppey staying above Wilson and gets hit by a down signature. And unarmed as well. Wilson holding on the guitars. Are we going to see, well, not a side sig, a recovery. And Wilson takes it the first game. A 2-star.
God bless you. God damn.
Alright, we're moving on to game 2. Let's see what maps these players decide on. Wilson banning out Twilight Grove and the Great Hall.
Yeah, I'm practically itching to see some yellow map right now.
Some Great Hall, 3 platforms. Ooh.
I got that fresh Orion skin. Oh, no.
Just released, wasn't it? Harbinger. Yeah, Orion coming in.
Ready to do some cool stuff, I hope. If you use that skin, you've got to do crazy Gravy Cancel.
I've never seen Doppey on anything but Asuri.
Me neither.
Regardless, Doppey going in, Wilson finds the first weapons but doesn't get hit by, or doesn't get any hits on it. Doppey finds the lance, hits him with an aerial.
It's that dare again. Looking for another dare, but he eats the Katara neutral.
throws the lance into Wilson, picks up the spear.
Gets the GP.
Yeah, Wilson goes for that side sig.
Punishing the side sig with a downlight neutral air.
Yeah, Wilson, I guess, expecting Doppey to go in with a sidelight. Doesn't quite work out. Doppey gets the punish. Goes for the sidelight this time, however, and Wilson does punish it, but doesn't get any follow-up. There's another unsafe side sig, and Doppey has the peace of mind to punish, and a
punish with a side sig from Doppey.
Ooh, and the Gravy Cancel
This Orion change-up might be just what he needs.
Yeah, doing an excellent job with these signatures and putting Wilson into an uncomfortable spot.
Gets him with the recovery again. Gets punished with the side air and taken off the side of the map for using that side sig.
Ooh, and
Doppey is not with that purple, even though he's rocking the purple color scheme.
There it is. Wilson hits us with the ground pound, goes for that side sig, doesn't quite work out. Hits the recovery, however, and sends Doppey into the red. Doppey, however, finds the lance and starts racking up the damage onto Wilson's Queen 9, trying to take as much advantage of this stock as he can.
Wilson throwing out the D-Sig, not catching Doppey. Doppey still with the lance. He's going for those throws. None of them connect, but he decides to dive kick in anyway. Going side to side, looking for an in.
Probably just waiting for a weapon spawn, and there it is. Doppey finds the spear. Wilson not willing to approach, so allowing Doppey to be able to get back into a comfortable position. But there's a D-light in the side air, hits him to the island, but doesn't get the follow-up. There's the down sig. Wilson tries to punish with a side signature, and doesn't work out. Doppey finds the side light. Is there going to be any follow-up? No, a weapon toss. Wilson makes it go back to neutral, and there's the side sig, killing Doppey off the side of the map.
When I heard that side sig, it was like bones cracking, and he just flew
and died at the same time. Tosses the mine or the bomb into the air. It deactivates. Doppey finds the lance, and both players find themselves 2 stocks to 2. Wilson only in the yellow.
But that is quick to change if Doppey keeps up the lance pressure, finds the ground pound, interrupts the side sig with the weapon throw, and gets that neutral air out.
Queen 9 holding in the Katars. Orion finds himself disarmed, but Wilson probably not willing to go against Doppey even when he's in the unarmed state.
Doppey playing so safe, not taking any risk when he's going for a weapon.
Absolutely not. Just waiting for those spawns. If they don't come to him, he goes to them. Wilson not making an effort to deny those weapon spawns, and Doppey once again finds a spear.
Ooh, he finds a string, tries to follow up with the recovery, but no catch. Doppey whiffing a D-Sig of his own.
Ooh,
Ends up finding the side lane in the neutral, goes for the recovery, does not connect. GP ends up getting punished, throws his weapon, gets the recovery into side air, and takes Wilson off the side of the map yet again from that island.
Yeah.
That is an unsafe place to be against Doppey with those stairs.
Definitely, especially with the kill potential from those side airs from the spear. It's going to be able to end the stock of any legend, no matter how high your defense is. Wilson goes in for another side sig and another punish from Doppey with the D-Light. Wilson has not had any luck with his side signatures this game. It's the recovery, however, and sends Doppey into the red. Another recovery like that might be able to end the stock. Doppey holding onto the spear, hits the side air into a weapon toss. Another weapon toss, racking up even more damage on the Wilson, sitting with the orange, and a third weapon toss into an unarmed combo. Doppey's doing a great job just tossing the spear from side to side. He's landing every single weapon throw that he goes for onto Wilson.
Wilson is getting some pretty good damage out on Doppey. It is only going to take one signature to end the stock. We've seen Wilson make a crazy comeback just this tournament. He can do it again. Yeah,
twice, in fact, in the same fashion. Wilson finding the spear, probably looking for a side signature. There it is, but Doppey has the peace of mind to dodge through it, tosses the spear, but it misses Wilson. Wilson has the ability to punish Doppey with the side air.
But it doesn't work. He goes for the ground pound, gets punished with an aerial unarmed combo from Doppey, and hit with a D-Sig, tossed to the side. 1-1.
Yeah, punishing Wilson's landing with that down sig from Orion, and we're going to Game 3 here in our final winners quarters match. Wilson versus Doppey. Question for Pickle Potatoes. You guys are going through losers before to 8, right? Before top 8. And my answer to that is we're going to begin casting losers once winner semis is done. If you guys would like, I think we can actually cast losers round 5. Because things are going so well. So, Stevenator and Misfit, unless you guys are playing right now, you can wait on your match. But otherwise, we were just going to start casting from losers round 6. That's how it was going to work. Here we go, Game 3 between Wilson and Doppey. Mammoth Fortress, once again. Doppey sticking with his Orion.
Opens up with a crocky ball. That's the best way to start a game. I don't want a weapon spawn. I want that spike.
Yeah, definitely. Because it either lands or forces them to go like, oh shoot, I don't want to get hit by that. Doppey finding the lance. Wilson holding on the guitars, but Doppey tosses the lance aside, goes to the spear, and tries to space out a side air. Doesn't connect, and both players find themselves spacing each other out. Doppey tosses a spear once again, finds the lance, trying to get in. Wilson doing a decent job of his own with these down airs, tosses the guitars into the side. Both players really only finding weapon throws on each other right now.
Both players paralyzed by indecision.
Yes, waiting for that mine to explode. Indecision and the unwillingness to approach. I think Doppey recognizes that Wilson is very good at punishing an aggressive playstyle, and Wilson, well, he just doesn't like to be aggressive.
Oh my god, the damage put out by Wilson just now
was a little bit absurd.
Yeah, and then following up with that side sig.
Nearly ending Doppey's stock.
Nice.
If it was the guitars,
Very
it probably
nice.
could have done it. Doppey just not being safe about the fact from recovering from the ledge and just getting hit by that purple snake lightning. Doppey, however, racking up some damage of his own with the spear right now, finds the D-light in the side air.
Ooh, but gets hit by that ground pound right in the center. He does have the jumps to get back onto the ledge, but Wilson is waiting. And he hits him with the recovery, killing him off the top for the
I
first
think
time.
Doppey was afraid of another side signature, so he tried to recover high, but Wilson was ready for it, read it, and hit him with the recovery, taking advantage and taking the lead in this third game of Mammoth Fortress. Doppey going for that
Goes for the
Gravy
Gravy D-Sig. Doesn't work out the way he wanted to. Misreading Wilson. But he's getting those dares out, and that's what's important. Getting the dares out and not getting hit.
Finds another recovery, sending Wilson off the top. Because he's Queen Nine, doesn't quite kill him. He's going to need to get a decent recovery hit again to be able to kill him off the top. There's the side air.
Goes for that GP. He dodges through. Gets hit by the recovery. Doppey looking for that stair. Can't find it. Goes for another one. Finds the D-Sig. Takes the stock, evens it up 2-2.
Wilson was just trying his hardest to get back on stage, but Doppey was just hitting with so many options. If they weren't actually connecting with Wilson himself, it was forcing Wilson to a position that he didn't want to be in. And Doppey takes the stock, evening it up 2-2. Wilson holding on to the guitars.
Goes for that risky GP, but dodging backwards away from Wilson. Wilson finding a recovery with those guitars. Ends up getting smacked around with that spear.
Yeah, but now Wilson getting able to get into the side light, into neutral light with the guitars of his own, and a side sig to launch him off the side of the map. Those are always uncomfortable to get hit by because it's not a combo, does a decent amount of damage, and makes you say, wow, I got hit by another one of those side signatures. Doppey, however, has the spear
that down light side air
and racks up the damage quite quickly.
Lance.
I wouldn't be surprised, to see him throw his weapons aside and try to do whatever he can to rack up the damage against Wilson and end the stock. It is a Queen Eye. He's going to need to do a decent amount of more damage to be able to end it. Unlike him...
Gets hit with that recovery. And the slide charge D-Sig. He's got to be careful with that lance. He needs to play whatever he can play to avoid the signatures.
Not to mention... Wow, that
hits
mine
him with
toss.
the mine. He's got the crocky ball. Does not connect.
Ooh.
I think he was going for a slide charge there.
A slide start genetic of his own, yeah, definitely. I think it was such a strange thing for Doppey to see Wilson do that. Ooh, a side sig. Because Wilson rarely goes off stage to chase his opponents, so the fact that he went for that slide charge down sig was, well, unexpected. Wilson holding on the guitars. He's got an advantage. He's in the red, but I don't even think a recovery will kill him at this point. Doppey's going to need to land a few more hits to be able to end the stock. Wilson goes in for the side light, gets hit by a side air, and now he's at kill percent. Doppey holds onto the bomb, lobs it upwards.
Lets it bounce, gets hit by his own bomb.
Straight up down, like jumps into the bomb, I guess, to avoid the side stick from Wilson. And he takes a decent amount of damage. The neutral light sending Wilson high, and a weapon toss, another weapon toss, is tossing these lances into Wilson's face.
Lobs the bomb again. That seems to be a dangerous thing for Doppey. I'm not sure if he wants to do that.
Yeah, Wilson
lobs the D-Sig.
Wilson's not really getting hit by these bombs. In fact, it's Doppey. There's the sidelight. Wilson's taking so much damage, but Doppey's not finding any kill moves. These neutral lights are eventually going to kill. There's the ground pound, but Doppey needs to end the stock if he wants a chance of being able to take this winner's chorus match. Goes for the haymaker punish. Wilson finds the neutral light, doesn't go for the recovery follow-up, however. This game's looking like it's in the bag for Wilson.
I feel like Doppey might end up taking a stock off Wilson, and there it is with the recovery. I was hoping it would be a spear toss, to be completely honest with you.
But it was a recovery. Yeah, that spear toss would have been nice. But now both players are 1-1, but Doppey's in the deep red. But he has the ability to come back and take this match. Let's see if Wilson will be able to close it out, or if Doppey's going to be able to rack up the damage with these spear downlights and side airs.
Goes for that D-Sig, try and take him out, but Doppey's still holding on.
I think Doppey's willing to play this slowly. Wait for the weapon spawns, toss the weapons into Wilson's face, and even if it takes the rest of the match, rack up enough damage to try to be able to kill him with his signature.
I would take the match an extra minute to get another shot at $100.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's also only winners. So he's not quite out of it yet if he loses, but gets hit by that D-Light combo, doesn't get the side air follow-up. Wilson trying to end the stock in whatever fashion he can. Doppey tosses the spear, Wilson dodges through it. Wilson perfectly fine holding onto the spear. He doesn't care about these weapon spawns. He knows that he's at an advantage.
Hit with that side air.
Ooh, holds on the mine, tosses it upwards.
Looks like he was planning to knock Wilson into the mine, but the mine went off stage. Wasn't able to complete it.
Wilson holding on the spear, goes to the side stick. Doppey has the piece of mind to dodge through it. He's terrified, but he's doing a great job of racking the damage.
Recovery.
Wilson's actually in the orange. This poke and get away game that Doppey is playing is actually working. But Wilson lands a down.
But for how much longer? He's on the ledge. Wilson has the guitars.
He's going for that side stick. You know he's going to use it. He's just waiting for Doppey to show.
Throw is pushing him so far away.
Oh, both players just staring at each other. This is a little absurd.
This is top tier play right here.
Not absurd. I mean, I wouldn't want to approach either. Both players holding on to their weapons, not tossing them. But
and there's the recovery to kill Doppey off the top.